Hello, in this video we will talk about how to set up your financial accounts in SalesRay. In order to properly record your payments in the system, you will need to create different types of accounts depending on the types of payments you're working with. The three types of accounts are cash account, bank account, and virtual account. The first two are self-explanatory. In cash accounts you record cash movements, and in bank accounts you record bank transactions. Virtual accounts, on the other hand, are a kind of interim account in which you enter certain amounts to keep track of your money, and then when you actually receive the money in your cash or bank accounts, you transfer the sums from the virtual account. In short, virtual accounts are the place where you record certain amounts that you do not currently have, but which you know you have to receive. Virtual accounts are used when you have debit or credit card payments at POS terminals, when you have online payments made by customers on your website or other e-commerce platforms, or when you work with couriers and you want to know what money is going to come from them in the future. Let's go back to the interface. It has a header and a list. In the header you'll see the button for adding a new account, and in the list you'll see the accounts that you have. We've included a few examples that you can edit or delete, and depending on your needs, you can add new ones. In the list, you will see specific information such as type of account, the currency of the account name, IBAN, the company that they belong to, and what is their status. As with any other object in the system, you can set the status to be active or inactive. On the right, you have a few more buttons. The first button refers to the fiscal device. From here, you can adjust the connection to your cash register if you want to connect it to the software. This step is optional and you will need to discuss it with one of our consultants. The second button refers to user rights. The list of your users will appear here and you can grant them rights. The first one is to visualize. If you only give the user the right to view, they will be able to select the account from the system menus and, for example, make an invoice for that account. In addition, they will also have the right to see the balance, income and expenses in that account. The second right is to move, which means that the user will be able to select the account to make money transfers to and from that account. The third right is to be in charge of the account, meaning to be the responsible person. This offers all the rights that I've previously mentioned, plus depositing and withdrawing money from the account. This basically means being able to create payment documents. All changes are saved with a confirmation button. The next button is for editing the account. Here you can edit the information that you've already entered. The last two buttons are for archiving and deleting accounts. When you archive an account, it will turn gray but will remain in the list even though it cannot be used and no movements can be recorded in it. However, if you delete an account, it will disappear completely from the system. You can only delete an account if no document has been issued on it. Above the list, you see a number of boxes, and if you check them, more information will pop out on the screen. Let's register a new account in the system. This is done by pressing the button in the header, which opens the following interface. First, you need to choose the account type: cash account, bank account, or virtual account. Firstly, I will start with a cash account. I choose the currency of the account from the ones already entered in the system. If the account is multi-currency, you must check this box with multi-currency account. The next field is to associate a company with your account. And then you need to fill in the account name. Next to the multi-currency account, you will see another box that you will need to tick if you intend to use an integration system for this account. In this case, you will need to fill in these extra fields that appear on the side. The next thing you need to do is set up the numbering of the documents that will be generated in this cash account. Payment document numbers are generated in 10 characters, and you must specify a prefix and a starting number for each of your cash receipts and cash payments. You can enter the number 1 if you want to start a new numeration, but you can also continue with the numeration that you're already using in your company. All changes are saved with the confirmation button. Now let's create a bank account. Almost all fields coincide with the creation of a cash account. This one, however, can't be in multiple currencies. You have to choose a single currency that you've introduced in your system. Then you have to specify the bank. You can enter the details of your bank by pressing on the plus button, or you can choose from the ones that you've already entered into the system. You must also enter the IBAN code of your account. Below you will see an additional box, and if you click this one, you will mark this account as being one for invoicing. This functionality makes the IBAN code to appear on your financial accounts. As you can see, in the case of bank accounts, you do not need to enter any numbering for the payment documents issued. All changes are saved with the confirmation button. Thank you for watching. Have a productive day.